I recently learned something that I think you need to hear. 61% of employees say that no one at work genuinely cares about them. I had to really sit with that for a bit because it's not a small number and it's not just a one-off. That means that every day, more than half of our workforce is going into the office, getting on their Zoom calls, doing their work, and yet feeling as if they don't matter to anyone there. And it's not so much about the workplace culture that I want to focus, but I want to talk about the impact it will have on all of us, because it is. That's someone's client, it's someone's prospect, and it's someone we're all trying to build relationships with. And if they're spending a majority of their time feeling as if they don't matter to anyone, how are they showing up in the relationships we're trying to build with them? Right? So that means that we talk about conversion slowing down, and we talk about loyalty being more fragile. Yes, absolutely. Because all of these people are slower to trust, and they're more skeptical, and they're more guarded. So when we talk about these things, I don't think we're talking about market conditions anymore. I think we're talking about relational conditions. And something has to shift. So let me tell you what I think it means for all of us. Because we have an opportunity as leaders. What if you were the one who made your client feel as if they matter? What if before you dig into an agenda, you just pause and you acknowledge the workload they're under, or maybe the pressure they're under? You know, just kind of a human thing. Or maybe after you have that meeting and a couple weeks later, you follow up on the event that they said they were attending or the vacation they were going on, and you just ask how it went. Tell them you thought of them and you hope it went well. Again, like humans. Or let's back up. Before they're even your client, as your prospect, they are evaluating you. They want to know whether or not you're just another vendor or you're someone they can truly trust. So what if you were the person that made that prospect feel as if they were seen and not being sold to? So maybe after that sales conversation, you follow up and you send them an article that would be helpful to something they mentioned they were working on. Not that it has anything to do with what you're trying to sell, you're just being helpful. Or what if you follow up and you make an introduction to someone they might need to know that would be valuable for them to connect with? Again, nothing to do with what you're selling, just being human and helpful. Okay. Because these moments may feel small, but in today's world, they are extremely powerful, right? Because they're rare. And when you can follow up and you can be a person like that, I mean, think about it. These people are spending a majority of their time feeling as if they don't matter to anyone. And if you're the person who makes them feel valued, you stand out. And leaders like that are rare today. In my book, I mentioned that, businesses have always been built on relationships, and that has not changed. But what has changed is we seem to have forgotten that relationships are built on care. So yes, the conversions maybe feel like they've slowed down. And yes, it might feel like loyalty is a thing of the past. And yes, people are a lot more cautious today. But underneath it all, we need to remember there's a person that just needs to know that they're understood and cared for. And when you can build that into your strategy, that's when everything shifts. That's when conversations are easier, referrals start to flow, and you protect the revenue that you have worked so hard to earn, just because you care a little more deeply. So listen, the world feels heavy right now, and people just want to know that they matter. And as leaders, we have a real opportunity here, and we carry more influence than we may realize. So here's the thing. We can either continue to contribute to the noise, or we can contribute to the belonging. But when we choose to contribute to the belonging, those are the leaders who will see their businesses flourish well into the future. And while doing so, they will give people something they so desperately need today, a reminder that they matter.